scholarly articles with one search. Here's the WKU Library's homepage. You can click on Blackboard or Google it on your web browser. I'm going to enter my search terms: child, screen time, myopia. I will find a collection of scholarly articles that we have. I click Advanced Search to get more options. Next, log in with your WKU Net ID and password. This is especially important if you're off campus. This is the only password that you should need to use our website. Log in. When I'm logged in, I should see my name up at the top right. Here's my search. My search has found 74 references. The ones with the little purple guy reading a book are peer-reviewed articles. Now I'm on the advanced search page. On the right-hand side of the page are limiters. I can limit my search by year. I can limit to only peer-reviewed and in other ways. Always use limiters last to avoid getting your search too narrow. Under start date, I'm going to put 2018. Search. This gets only articles published since 2018. Notice it's gone down to 60 results. This will reduce my number of articles. It's like adding an and. Next, I can scroll down and make everything that's not peer-reviewed go away. Under availability, I check peer-reviewed journals, then apply filters. A filter is a limiter. It's like another and. It further reduces my number of results to 46. I'm going to scroll down and look at one of these in detail. Let's look at an article called Progression of Myopia in a Natural Cohort of Chinese Children During COVID-19 Pandemic. Up here at the top is the citation. This is a shorthand form of the article used by scholars to talk to other scholars. It includes the author, title, source, and date. Scholarly articles have two titles: the title of the article, Progression of Myopia, and the title of the journal, Graphs Archive for Clinical and Experimental Ophthalmology. That's one hallmark of a scholarly article. When I cite an article, I include all this information. If I click Citation, I can put this citation in the APA format used by many journals. Notice the other formats here. I can copy and paste this into my Word document. This is how scholars communicate about this article to other scholars. To see the full article, I click View Online. Springer is the publisher website. I click on this link. The official version of the article is called a PDF. It's an Adobe Acrobat file. Save. Saves the article. I'm going to view this PDF online, and I'll show you what a typical scholarly article looks like. This web address is the Digital Object Identifier. This is a special URL where this article lives online. It's used as part of the citation. Scholarly articles have a very well-defined format. This abstract is a mini article. Scholarly articles are very long. I can look at the conclusion and the purpose and methods and results and see very quickly whether this is going to be useful for my research. That prevents me having to read the full article. These 2 lines beginning received describe the peer review process. It was received, the editors say to revise it, it was revised, it was accepted in 2021. This shows me that it's a peer-reviewed article. Here's the authors, and if I scroll down, there's additional keywords that can be used to find this in a database. This is key points about the article. Scholarly research articles are often published in a format called IMRAD, Introduction, Methods, Results, and Discussion. Introduction is the literature review. Methods tells you about the population and what was done with them, or what exposure they had. Results tell you what they found. And then there's often a discussion that discusses the findings. At the very end, there's a list of references in a well-defined format such as APA or AMA. They're usually numbered or in alphabetical order. This is what a scholarly article looks like. You can see that there's headers over at the left to let me navigate around this article. When I'm done looking at this, I can download it or I can print it. In a minute, I'll show you how to bookmark it so you can easily find it again in one search. To get out of this, I'm going to X and then X. This takes me back to my original list. X and your back key are your friends. Let's scroll down to the very bottom here, and this little guy with an antler is the way that I can find more recent articles that cite this in their list of references. This carries the scholarly conversation forward in time. I can see that this one, for example, is 2022, so I can get very recent articles that mention this one. I can use the back key to go back to my reference. The back key and the X are your friends. If you get totally messed up, just click Libraries to go back to the library home page. Let's say I really like this and I want to be able to find it later. I can use this little pin. Notice when I click the pin, it gets crossed out and jumps up to the top. The next time I get into one search that I log into WKU libraries, I can click this at the upper right. And here's this article saved and has the full text links. So if I don't have a printer or don't want to save it somewhere else, I can easily find it again. Let's say I want to do a little bit fancier search. I can separate this search into 3 boxes. I can put child in the first box. I can say child. The second box, I'll say screen time. Let's say I want to say screen time or computers or iPads. I can add more synonyms. I can use this plus to add a 3rd line, and I can say myopia or vision problems. I don't have to do this, but this is how I can add terms to construct a more complicated search, maybe using other terms that I find. I can click the search button. I'll probably find more articles this time. Now I've found 302, the association between screen time and myopia, and let's limit to peer review. And you can see that I've found more articles, but I've also found more irrelevant articles. So it's sort of a balance between being too inclusive and not being inclusive enough. So this is a more complicated search. And I can go through these and I can mark them and pin them. I can save or print the full text, and there's no charge for any of this. That's one search in a nutshell. And to show you again, I went to WKU libraries, entered my search terms, went to advanced search, logged in, and then reviewed my results. Thank you for watching. If you get stuck, click Need Help, or down here is an instant chat window and we can chat with you or walk you through the search 24/7. Thank you.